Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium on the campus of Duke University, and customarily a trip here involves a journey to K-ville. Instead, you will be engulfed by the Wade Wackos, the Duke fans ready for their Blue Devils to go to work. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Virginia Cavaliers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Duke Blue Devils. 48 Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cavaliers will kick it away first. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Duke Blue Devils offense is on the field for the first time today. When your quarterback takes the field, you want him to look just like this guy, exuding confidence.
Yeah, the it factor. He's the man. Nobody questions it. Everybody on this team knows they've got his back, and he's the leader.
Everybody in this stadium also knows the offense goes as this guy goes. He has got to play well today.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Throwing right. It's complete. Turns it on in midfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game. So how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him? He will score! Touchdown, Virginia! He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And he tacked on the extra point. Can't do it much better than that. Get the kickoff return, take it 98 to the house, and put a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Wide out in motion. Looking to pass on second down. Finds his man. It's Barnes. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And that one's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Cavaliers offense has its first opportunity of the day. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
Feeling some heat. Now adjusting. On the run, fires downfield. And the ball is picked off.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Trying to get to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Taking it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Cavaliers. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Get it out on the screen. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Ball in the air, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Wide open downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. The Cavaliers have pushed it inside the 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to move it through the air. He'll take a shot. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Virginia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Then he breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Duke! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Eastern Michigan is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed style of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Boston College. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking down the left side. And he intercepts it. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Using the quick game. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Peace. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. The Blue Devils will snap it on 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. The inside handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Rides to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. More importantly, we have an early barn burner here. Both teams firing on all cylinders, as our stats will show you. The defenses have some work to do to slow down these high-powered attacks as we start the second quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He's looking to throw it. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Cavaliers have taken it inside the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Now facing a 3rd and long. This quarterback part of their running game. Picked his way through the traffic for 6, but it'll be 4th down and 3 yards to go. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He'll ride his man on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field.
The only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You can tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble and gets the stop on 4th down.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was 2nd and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now, and they just got to make good plays.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. As the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. He'll pull it down. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Comes out throwing on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when you start getting those long yardage situations.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And no monkey business. First down, come downhill, run the fullback. He gets in the end zone. Let's not make any bones about this. Be physical, run that thing, block those guys up front. Nice job by this offense taking care of business in the red zone.
Lining up for the PAT. Oh, and he missed it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by 10 to Michigan. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the 3rd quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start erasing and chipping.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, Virginia! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Fielded in the end zone, it's fired. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's got it. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They'll go back to work after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 36. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. From the gun. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He's going to pass on 2nd down. He wants it all. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Durham. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Blue Devils will boot it away to start the second half. Bringing it back. And the returner will be knocked down. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. As they get ready to start this 3rd quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Headed to the end zone, and he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is extended a little further. 14. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Catch in the middle, it's Brown. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. He's back to throw on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Brown. Tackled immediately after the catch. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Blue Devils decide to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Virginia has it back. The Cavalier offense headed to the field. So last time, David, they ate up some clock, ran a bunch of plays, but settled for the field goal.
Yeah, but they're still up, Reese, and I like where I'm at. And if I'm on offense right now, my job is to put another long drive together, eat more clock, and get another score.
Just got to be better in the red zone this time around. When they get down close to the goal line, you need better execution to put a touchdown on the board here. Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle.
Fires toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
What a play by the defender there, guys, in his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just 1 step behind, that would have been a touchdown, but the hit forces the incompletion.
The incompletion leads to 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on 3rd down. Looks as if he's going to run it. Shows him the stiff arm. Nice job there to limit the running room, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Here comes the offense on 1st down. 1 He's going to pass. He lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Now 2nd and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Complete downfield. All kinds of running room. Inside the 10. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Blue Devils have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal for this offense. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First down here for the offense. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Power football with the run. Knocked down at the 31 after a gain of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're handing off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Skips away from pressure. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're
lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the third time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
That is just a sideline credit. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want. It's first down from the 37-yard line. He wants to throw. Setting up the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable. Up-tempo for the offense. Looking to throw it again. Fires left. Oh, so close to paying off the tip. Really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is four-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Throws to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Complete out of the backfield. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. It's first and 10 from the 13. The give and tick, 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 tick.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
A first down run in the red zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers! And the route is on. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
Illegal touch. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He'll start this drive firing. Chucked it away just as he was hit. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Duke! made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Trying to get the 2. Here comes the heat, and down goes the quarterback, and they won't be able to get any closer with the 2-point try. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
They'll leave it with him. Just buried it. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Giving him his pads. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting strong.
Touchdown, Virginia! And the stomping has commenced. That score will give them a little more room to operate. And they fake it. The holder looking for a man. And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and 7 is the lucky and skilled number for this squad as they've made it to this point in the season, and they are still perfect.
Still perfect, and they're cooking. You can tell they got some momentum. You know, 7 weeks, obviously, that's not the whole season. You got bigger fish to fry down the road. Great start, but you can tell this team's for real, for real.
No doubt, and they deserve for us all to be talking about them right now because they look as advertised. This is a team with tremendous talent. They've taken care of business up to this point, but now because they're undefeated at this point of the year, every game from this point out gets bigger and bigger and more important.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.